What's up everybody, it's Pete. We got another awesome video for you today, but real quick, just a couple of things before we get started. If for some reason you aren't already a member over at IceShanty.com, get over there, get an account going. It's free. It's really the best place on the internet for you to find information pertinent to ice fishing in this area. So, or in a lot of areas. They've got multiple state boards, so go over there and check it out. Next thing is my February goal for the channel is to get to 250 subscribers. I think we're going to do that because you guys are being awesome and sharing this with other people and subscribing. Continue to do that for us. We'd really appreciate it. It means a lot. It means we can make more videos. Once we get to 250 subscribers, I'm going to do some kind of giveaway for the subscribers, like a bag of tackle or something. So more on that when we get there. But spread the word. We really appreciate it. And if you haven't, press like, press subscribe below, please. Today's topic is a good one. As you saw from the title of the video, catching fish from the couch. You know, a lot of people say you gotta just get out there and fish, and that's true. You gotta put your time in, you gotta put your hours in, you gotta learn what you're doing. But I'm gonna show you a couple of things that I do from home and that most anybody can do with an internet connection, a basic smartphone, an iPad, computer, whatever. As long as you can get online, I'm going to show you 3 tricks that I use that maximize the time I spend out on the water and make it so that I spend more time catching fish than kind of wandering around wondering what I'm doing. Basically what I'm talking about is having a solid plan. A solid plan just increases the fish you're going to catch. You can go out there blind and you can use information you have from past trips, or you can use your gut feeling and probably do all right. But anytime somebody has a solid plan put together, the day just goes that much better. So that's what we're going to talk about. This video is not even specific to ice fishing. All these principles basically carry over to any type of open water fishing that you might do as well. So keep that in mind. This is something you can apply all year round. Number 1. I already said it in this video, but I'm going to mention it again. IceShanty.com. Okay? If you don't have an account there, go get one, because if you're trying to figure out where to go on an ice fishing trip, anywhere in New England, and any of the other states that IceShanty is associated with, that's the place to start. You're going to meet the people that you need to meet. You're going to learn from all their years of experience, people who have been doing this for their whole life. You're going to have all the historical data you need as far as the area you're fishing, fishing reports going back years and years to see how that certain body of water has performed and is performing now. All of that stuff you get for free. You just have to spend the time, do the reading, ask the questions, and talk to the people. It's there. Use it. Another thing that IceShanty is great for is finding advice on bait, where to buy bait, what bait is working well, who's got good bait, who doesn't, who's out of bait, access to water, safe places to get on, places you have to use caution, all that stuff you can get heads up on, and safety in general. It's a good starting point to find out where there are safety issues out there on the ice. So that's my number 1 tool. Done. Number 2, Google Maps. Google Maps is something I use before every single trip I go on. I don't care if it's a little trip out to the pond to jig. I'm usually on Google Maps checking stuff out. I often fish new places. I don't repeat a whole ton of bodies of water because there's just too many places on my list that I still haven't gone. So during the week, one thing I can do that makes my day out fishing on the weekend more efficient is I can put in the time to research that body of water, look at it, understand the geographical layout of that body of water, whether it's a lake, a river, or whatever, and start putting together my plan. For instance, and I'll put some video on the screen here. Hopefully you guys will be able to see me using this stuff so that you get a good idea of what I'm talking about. But I can pick out different lake points. I can sort of see difference in depth in some bodies of water. I can see some structure. I can see access points, all that type of stuff. And all that does is just makes it one less thing you have to worry about when you're there, because You've got the plan together. You can measure distances and find out if you're on foot, for example, ice fishing. You can find out whether the two spots you want are close enough together for you even to walk to. Maybe they're 2 miles apart. Maybe they're 100 yards apart. So you can measure all those distances as well. Make sure you're not biting off more than you can chew. Yeah, so Google Maps, I can't live without it as far as fishing goes. I use it all the time. I recommend you do too. Again, something that costs you nothing. Okay, number three. Number three is navionics.com. Navionics.com, and I'm going to put links to all this stuff down below so you don't have to remember it. You can just click over and check it out when you have time. Navionics.com is a free online chart plotting software. It's made by the folks at Navionics who make chips for fish finding electronics for boating. There are other companies that do this too, I'm sure. This is just the one I'm familiar with, and it's free and it's very user friendly, so I recommend it. If you have other versions or recommendations on this, comment below and we'll look into those as well. Anyway, with Navionics, what I do is I take things one step further than Google Maps. Once I've made my kind of rough plan of what I want to do, I've taken an overall look at the lake that I'm going to for this weekend and kind of chopped it up in my head into places that I've ruled out and places that I'm interested in picking apart. Then I go to Navionics and I start looking at more detailed information. For most lakes, it has rough contour information, meaning you're going to be able to find depth. You're going to be able to find channels if there are any. You're going to be able to find submerged points. All the things that you use electronics to find, you're going to be able to find. So if you know that you want to pick apart main lake points in 12 feet of water, you're going to be able to find those main lake points on Google Maps. You're going to be able to click right over to Navionics and pick out the ones that have the range of depths that you're interested in. Right there, you've already saved yourself a lot of either walking around and taking depth, or in the summer, idling around and trying to find where you want to be. So you've cut your planning time down while you're out on the ice, and you've increased your time spent catching fish. So that's navionics.com. That's the third one I use. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you out there.